The double stroke roll is a rudiment, and it's also an exercise in stick control. And a lot of rudiments in stick control. First rudiment is the single stroke roll, which is 1 and 2, right lead, left lead, and then the third exercise is the double stroke roll, right lead, and 4 is the double stroke roll, left lead. So there's 2 ways to practice these kind of things. There's, of course, the metronome way, which I spend a lot of time with the metronome, doing very specific tempos, and trying to clock through the entire arc of the tempos from the bottom to the top tempos that I can do very slowly, 1 notch at a time. And then there's another way to do it without a metronome, which is the slow to fast to slow, or the loud to soft to loud method, which is just going through all the stages and levels of the exercise or the rudiment, heights and speeds, because things change physically as we go through our volumes and our speeds and tempos. So the double stroke roll has a lot of definitions. So one of the definitions that I hear and I like to use is it's 2 strokes on each hand. So that's exercise 3 in stick control. And that's it. That's a double stroke roll. But then there's another definition of the double stroke roll, which is 2 wrist strokes. Which is different than 2 strokes. Each stroke is sort of 1 complete stroke. And then there's 2 in a row before the other hand goes. Of course, at a certain speed, there's no time to stop at the top. So we just do 2 in a row. And I call that a vamp, 2-stroke vamp. That's the second definition. And then there's another definition that says it's 1 stroke with the wrist and then 1 stroke with the finger, or a bounce stroke with the finger. So I guess what happens is that if we want to go faster, we have to get lower to play 2 vamp strokes. And then we can't do, it gets hard to do 2 wrist strokes. So we start doing one major wrist stroke and like a finger stroke afterward. And then we can get faster and lower than that, and then we don't even have time to move our fingers twice, once with the wrist and once by itself, the bounce. So then we add a little more pressure, and with the 1 stroke of the wrist and fingers, we get 2 bounces. That's 4 stages. Then we got to come back up again. We got to get back to the previous stage with the wrist and finger bounce. And then finally slow down until we get the vamp. And then we can finally slow down to where we can go back to just the 2 separate strokes. That's all well and good, but they didn't sound very good. I mean, I was isolating what goes on, but they sounded like terrible rolls. There was nothing even about them at all. So the idea, though, is to get them even, and to make these transitions from the top slow, and make these transitions down to the very low fast, and then to reverse that and make the transitions back up the scale of power and slow it down again. So let me see if I can do that for you. Still in one. So this is stage 2. And we bring stage 2 down. Hit stage 3 with the finger. Bring it down further. And get it down to stage 4. Now we'll bring it up. Back to stage 3. Back to stage 2. Bring it up. Back to stage 1. Now, I need to work on it some more.